Yeah.
Look, speaking of, you get bitched every time we interact. You're a fucking fag.
And
Stop
by
talking.
bitch, do you mean you just like over talking? You try to use
Yeah,
rhetoric?
you
Is that
had
what
a
you
loud
mean?
mic on TikTok. You had a loud mic on TikTok, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, because you offered to loud mic. I wanted to do a talking stick. Remember?
Smoothie,
Do you not remember that? I wanted to debate moral realism, talking stick, and then you said that you wanted to like scream over each other on TikTok, and I was like, yeah, sure, we can do that. Do you not remember that? Do you not remember that?
What's he
Do you
saying
not
in the
remember that?
back?
I actually don't know what he's saying. He's getting fiddled in the background. And I do have technological advantages, okay? Like, this isn't just completely Lucario. This isn't completely Lucario's ability. It's just like Brij being nerfed by his shitty microphone.
Not funny.
And I'm taking advantage of it because I'm bad faith.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
Okay, what do you have to say?
I was gonna make fun of your mom. So
Okay,
you know
good
how
job.
when
That's
she
really
sat,
fun.
you know how when you lost your iPod as a kid and she mysteriously gave you an iPad? No, she just sat on it. She didn't trade it in.
Do you have a Pack Bible out right now, faggot? You sound dumb.
What? Can you move on
Anyway,
from the femboy rhetoric?
stop.
Can you
Listen,
think of
you know what's
something else?
Do you know what's
Can
funny?
you think of something? I don't want to know what's funny.
Wait, the introduction to the video on your YouTube channel literally has me going, hey, let's not loud mic. This guy's a grown man. He's 25 loud micing on TikTok. I was the one endorsing a loud mic? When? The fuck?
You don't remember? Jesus.
That's another
Do you want to
stutter.
actually wait? Do you want to debate about the conversation that we already had that's already on YouTube? Do you want to debate about that? Do you want to every single time I press you, you just start talking about past instances, and then you get bitched on those topics too because you don't remember. You have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea what you're talking about. You don't remember the fact that we already established that we were going to debate moral realism. You wouldn't remember that, and so you wanted to debate theories of truth. And so I was like, yeah, sure. Just give an argument for any theory of truth that you have. Just give premise one. Just give premise one. You're still not giving premise one. I asked you this last time. You're still not giving premise one. You're not a debater. You're a packer. Maybe you're good at packing. Look, maybe in some world in which you don't have a shitty microphone, you're actually really, really good at packing. It's just not today. Today is not your night, okay? Look, you're getting currently bitched on your own criteria because my microphone is louder. That just means that you're getting bitched. Also, you're evading the argument. You're evading the substance, and so substantively you're getting bitched. Technologically you're getting bitched. Rhetorically you're getting bitched, and I'm not doing even that good on rhetoric. You just have a shitty microphone. No one can see it. All we see is my rhetoric. It's just my rhetoric versus some mumbles in the background. Versus like 2 decibels in the background. That's what's happening right now. So it just, I think a much better way for you to go about this is to just actually give an argument. Just give an argument for any proposition that you think you can defend.
You're like nervously rambling right now. You're so scared to hear me talk. Look,
Yo,
the
brij,
bottom
check
line is this.
DMs.
The bottom line is this. You don't want me to speak at all because every time I talk, regardless of how bad my mic is, because I'm laying down on a phone right now, you look shitty every time. Because every time you speak, you
Did
start
it take you long to think of that one? Did it take you long to think of that?
What are you talking over me for?
Dude, you had like 5 seconds to actually get some audio decibels in, and you decided not to give an argument, but you decided to just use rehashed rhetoric over and over.
Are you going to answer the question?
Am I gonna what question? What question do you have, man?
Boy, answer the question.
What question do you have, man?
Why are you talking over me and cutting me off?
The reason I'm talking over you is because you are evading the argument. The reason I'm talking over you is because I'm insisting that you answer my question, which is what proposition do you want to debate? Do you want to defend moral realism? Do you want to take on a theory of truth? Yeah, you already mumbled it in the background. Look, I grant that while I was talking. So that's the reason why I'm talking over you is because you're evading giving an argument. You're evading even talking about what proposition we're even going to debate. All you can talk about is misremembering the past conversations that we had previously. That's all you can do. That's why I'm over talking you. It's embarrassing. The more that I'm talking, look, I'm actually doing it for your sake as well. Because the more that I talk, the less we hear the stupidity that you're uttering from your shitty microphone. That's the reason why. Look, I've answered one of your questions. I'm happy to answer another one of your questions before you give an argument for your moral realism view. I'm happy to answer another question. Go ahead.
I know you're happy. You sound jolly as fuck right now, loud micing. Look, that's the argument in chat.
Okay.
I already gave that argument, by the way, at the start, and you said I never did. But the argument's right there, fuck boy.
I want the argument vocally. Just because you like whisper. Okay. What's going to be the argument for premise one?
Listen to your voice. That's the argument.
And you've already given this argument. You've already given this troll argument.
The argument for premise one is listening to your voice.
I actually want to know who finds this appealing. Like, as a debater, who finds it appealing? Look, I could just say premise one. Premise one, if Goku originates in Japan and Sonic's color is blue. Premise two, I'm taking a shit on a
you know that?
dude.
You know the people that you
we can't hear what you're saying. We can't hear what you're saying.
Phenomenal
we can't hear what you're saying.
Is not a type of foundation.
Premise two, I'm taking a shit on a moron named Breach. Therefore, more realism is
Okay.
false. Do you think that's appealing?
Yeah. Not when you do it though, because you're a bitch.
Okay, so it is appealing. Okay.
Yeah, not when you do it
Look,
though.
I think we just have different
Specifically not
criteria
when
of
you do it.
debates. I think
Listen,
whatever you mean, whatever you and your friends mean by a debate, I think you're really good at it.
Look, you know what's funny? The people that you teach think that phenomenal conservatism isn't a type of foundationalism, and you're trying to speak to me right now.
The
You're
people
fucking
that I teach, look, I teach morons,
you teach
okay?
and claim to be really
I go
good
out and teach morons. Of course. The
knowledgeable.
reason, look, the
Those
fact that they
people
say
think
dumb things like that
phenomenal
is the reason why I want to go out and teach them. It's why they think that,
foundationalism.
hey, I'm not very confident in my knowledge
Oh,
in
that's
philosophy. I
the
kind of want to go to
who said that, by the
Lucario,
way.
the person who was actually
Mario,
voted by your own friend group as the best
Mario,
teacher.
that is a
Wait, your
person
own
in
friend
your
group,
family who
your own friend group made an award show and I won. I didn't even care about it. But I think you're a little bit upset about
Why
that.
is he
But
bragging about
look,
a
look,
TikTok
as
award
long
show?
as look,
Did you just brag about a TikTok award
look.
show? You're
I know you're
almost 30.
upset about it. Look,
What?
dude, I saw you crying about it on Ari's live stream. Don't act like that didn't happen. Don't act like
Shane, how did you
don't
not
act like we
message
didn't
me
see
with
you sit
about it?
there crying about it. Come on, buddy. Look,
Are you socially
I think the best way. Look, I think the best way for you to get out of this conversation right now is to just give an argument, or
I
just
gave
say,
the
look,
argument. What
Lucario,
are you doing?
I don't want to debate you right now.
I've said
I
it
want to
already, but I
prepare an
gave the
argument
argument.
for a later time. You could either do one of those.
Are you out of breath now? I'll just wait for when you're out of breath so I can speak. Yeah, I already gave an argument. I gave the argument despite not wanting to debate and expressing the fact that I didn't want to debate. But all I'm pointing out
Okay,
to you
so
is that
just to be clear,
the
your
people
argument
who
is unironically
server,
premise one, if
the
Lucario is a
people who
bitch,
in your
then
server,
relaxed realism is true. Premise two,
Mhm.
Lucario is a bitch, therefore relaxed realism is true.
Yep.
That's unironically the argument that you're running.
The argument for P1 was listening to your voice. You asked me for the argument for P1. I said you're a bitch because of your voice. Now look, the
Sorry,
people who
do you think an action is an argument? Sorry, do you think an action is an argument?
I'm laying down with my
Look,
balls out.
that's a
You're getting
phenomena,
on
okay?
my iPhone. Here's the thing: the people you think are good, the people who are called teachers in your server, think that phenomenal conservatism isn't a type of foundationalism. You're a retard, Chip.
You've already repeated that.
Autis.
But now you're just repeating that. Do you remember the response I gave to that last time?
I already told you. Wait, Lucario,
What
did
was
I
the
not?
response that I gave?
Nobody's debating you at 1:30 in the
What was the
morning.
response that I gave? Look, if you're gonna
Yeah,
run
buddy,
rhetoric, at least like think of some new rhetoric.
I
Like
bitched you
I've already responded to this form of rhetoric. I didn't
All
really
you
hear a
did
good
was
response to
laying
that.
down my balls out and you're getting slapped. You stink.
You're getting slapped.
Up.
Just saying that I'm getting slapped. Do you think that looks good right
I'm
now?
on an iPhone with
Do
a
you think you're
broken
doing good
mic,
right now?
and
Oh my
you're
god.
on a fucking $2,000 pre-built PC built by Femboy Faggot Incorporated, and you're still losing. How?
Built by
How?
Femboy Faggot Incorporated. That's a good
You're the
one.
worst debater ever.
I've never heard
You're
of
a
that one
genuine
before.
scum of.
But I think that's the end of the interaction we had here. Before I end the recording, make sure to join the Lucario Anders Discord server, known as Rizupaku. We actually teach philosophy of language every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Really good stuff. And if you happen to miss one of the recordings, we actually post the recordings in the Study Rewind channel, where you can watch all of the MP3s and read along with the PDF that I post along with the MP3 files. Yeah, really good stuff there.